Retrieval Augmented Generation, RAG, is a technique that allows a GPT model to gain access to data stored on our local computer. This can be very useful in the translation process, particularly for the translation of specialized text. To show how RAG can improve translation output, let's start by getting GPT-4o to translate a few sentences from some Dutch railway engineering documents. On the surface, the translation looks okay. But if you know anything about railway engineering and electrical engineering, a few things will strike you as odd. What are these outgoing groups? Shouldn't the Dutch term Afghan groepen be translated as outgoing circuits? And what about the securing value of the outgoing groups? That doesn't make any sense at all. We've no idea what a AOZ route is either. Then look at the last sentence. What's a VR area and what's a voltage lock? Sorry GPT-4o, you haven't done a very good job here. Now let's enable RAG and select a glossary stored on our local computer. Behind the scenes, the relevant terms are selected and included in our prompt to the GenAI model. Now this looks a lot more like it. Hump shunting process is certainly the right term here. We can see the term outgoing circuits is used, and instead of the odd securing value proposed by GPT-4o, we have rated fuse value, which is the correct term. ROZ is translated as drive on site, a term with which any train driver will be familiar. Further on, we can see references to the toe of the points and the heel of the points, which are also the correct terms in British English. In the last sentence, we have the terms shunting release area and voltage changeover gate. Again, these are the correct translations of the Dutch railway engineering terms. All in all, GPT-4o has made a fairly good job of the translation with the aid of RAG. The RAG data which a GPT model can access can be stored in a variety of forms. For somebody using an OpenAI model for a translation task, the most useful data format is probably a terminology list. GPT-4o has no difficulty accessing a terminology list on a local computer and using the terms found there in its translation. Of course, such a terminology list can also be included in an extensive prompt. We can also give our GenAI model a TMX file to consult, although we need to change the file extension to XML since the document loaders doing the work behind the scene don't know anything about TMX, which is of course a form of XML. The model can then pick out the correct translations of words, phrases, or even complete sentences in the translation units. Of course, the whole TMX file is definitely not sent to the OpenAI servers. Only terms with relevance to the specific source segments are included in the prompt, which goes to the GenAI model. This enables the model to generate a response in which the RAG data has precedence over any knowledge the model derives from its training data. Thank you for watching this short video on how to improve ChatGPT's translation output with the aid of RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation. Our low-cost application ChatGPT Translator Plus now incorporates an easy way for you to deliver more accurate translations using RAG. For more information, please visit our website.